damn thing to me. I don't see where you get off doing this.
But I love you.
No, you don't. If
yes,
you loved
me,
you would leave me alone. You would leave
I
Alex
you,
alone.
And I love your children.
No, you don't love me.
Yes, I do.
No,
Let's
Yes.
Let's go over some of the things
I don't want to
they've
sit next to
said,
her. I do
okay?
not want to sit next to her.
And could you kind of explain how they came about?
Oh.
Now, have you ever gotten John fired from a job?
No, I haven't.
You lie. You lie
No,
because
I
you
haven't.
called. I was there when you done it.
Did you spray paint that word or hire somebody to spray paint the word on their house?
No, I did not.
Okay. Did you in any way cut off the electricity or did you in any way set the basement on fire or cut off all the electricity or anything?
No, I never.
Do you ever sit in a car in front of their home and take a look at their house or stare at them?
No, I don't.
You lied. That's a lie. I chased you off. I chased you off from sitting over there on Madison Street one night because I almost rolled the truck chasing you guys off. You had me so mad. I'm sick of you watching me. This is my life. This is what I want. I'm happy. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
You are also my daughter.
I don't care if I'm your daughter or not. No. You want to know something? When you started all this stuff, I died in your eyes because you are not my mother. You are Sharon.
You'll be sorry one of these days.
You'll be sorry.
You'll be sorry one of these days.
You'll be sorry for everything you've done.
No, I haven't done nothing, Tammy, but do the best thing for you and for your children.
Go ahead.
Oh, I wanted to know, what is the reason for all this? What is your reason for not liking him?
The reason I don't like him is for 6 years. They have been married, they have been divorced. She has been remarried, she's been divorced.
Right.
They have had numerous of problems. Numerous of problems.
Mainly to do
But,
with you.
yeah,
Because they involve me.
Hey, our
They
relationship's
involve me.
fine now as long as you're out of it. Man, we have not had one fight since you have been out of the picture. We are having trouble with our son from you because you're filling his head full of junk.
No, I'm not.
Come home and tell
He
us
came home
you,
the other day saying
he's
that
an
you
evil
said it was
daddy.
an evil daddy.
No.
Oh, boy, you will
No.
not see Alex. You will not. And over my
I
dead
have
body
a
will you
court
see
order.
John,
Sandra.
you said you wanted to come here to let your mother-in-law hear what she is doing to you. You talk to her now. Tell her.
Just stay out of our business, all right?
I-
We have got along just perfect since you've been out of there, except for some problems with you been driving by and harassing and everything
But
else.
it's not between us. There's no problems between us. We're fine. We are happy. We are in love. This is what we want.
I just want you to stay away from me.
Package that came along with him, she says, is a controlling and meddling mother-in-law. So far, Hope says her mother-in-law has won because Hope and her husband are now separated. Is that true? Okay. Hope's mother-in-law, Debbie, and her husband, your husband, not Debbie's husband, Michael, are backstage, and they'll join us in a minute. Hope, do you love Michael?
Yes.
Do you want to stay married to him?
If he can cut the apron strings, I do.
Do you believe that it's your mother-in-law that's breaking up the marriage? And if so, how?
She's a good part of it. Since my husband and I got married, she thinks I'm taking her son away because now he's got another woman in his life.
Right, that's fairly typical. Okay.
She likes to tell us how to keep our house clean, how I should satisfy my husband in bed, which is none of her business. My husband...
Are we talking about giving you sexual advice?
Yes. Which, I mean...
That's a new one.
When I was pregnant with my daughter about 1.5 years ago, my husband cheated on me with a girl who was 16. And then my mother-in-law turned around a couple weeks after my daughter was born and moved the girl into her house.
The girl into your mother-in-law's house.
Mm-hmm. Took her in and became very good friends with her after everything this girl did to me.
Wow. You and your husband ended up working out your problems, right?
Yeah.
And then you ended up getting pregnant. And the problems with mother-in-law continued. The girl's now in mother-in-law's house, and that continued.
Well, not anymore, she's not, but she was for about 1 year.
Why would she take the girl in?
She said it's because she needed someone to watch her younger sons. But I think she did it to spite me.
Just in
Just
order
to
to be
spite me.
The mother-in-law was nice when you were pregnant and when you had
Oh
the
yeah,
baby?
she was really there.
And then tragedy struck. What happened?
My daughter died in July.
How old was she?
7 months.
And how did she die?
She had aspiration pneumonia. She basically, formula got in her lungs and I drowned her.
Your mother-in-law, what is her attitude about this?
Every time something bad happens or I'm having a real hard day and I'm taking things out on other people, she always says, you're only doing this because Michaela died. You're doing this because your daughter's gone. And I don't do things to hurt my husband,
Right?
but some days are just real hard for me.
Oh, I would think so.
And
Has she blamed you for the death of the baby? No. And she blames her mother-in-law. Renee says from day one, the mother-in-law has tried everything to break up her marriage, including setting her son up with another woman. Is that true? To cheat on Renee. When did the problems begin, Renee?
When my husband and I eloped, when we came back, we were both newlyweds, excited. We took pictures over there to show her, and the first words out of her mouth were, "Oh, your bridesmaids looked like my son's ex-girlfriends."
Renee, you say that mother has kept a picture of Chris's ex-girlfriends on her mantle. And what about the mother-in-law trying to get your husband to cheat on you?
Well, her and a group of other people got together because she doesn't like me, and I don't know why, did this. After it was all said and done, the next day, it was supposed to be a birthday luncheon for her, which turned out to be, let's talk about Renee and bash Renee.
So it was a
And-
Renee bashing party.
Correct.
Now, you and your husband have had a baby together?
Yes, we have.
Mother-in-law has been causing problems with the baby?
Yeah, her biggest thing is that don't ever bring the kids in and don't involve the kids in it because it's not their fault. But the last straw was she told him and along with several other people that it's not his baby.
Why would she do that?
I don't know.
Also, she would not drive you to the hospital when you were in labor?
When I was in labor, she never came to the hospital when I had him. Never came.
Are you living with your husband now?
Yes.
What do you want us to do to help you?
I don't hate her, and I want her to be a part of our life, but she's driving me crazy, and I just...
Because of her meddling mother-in-law and the fact that her husband is a mama's boy who would not tell his mother to butt out. Shadra, tell me how she caused you to break up with your husband.
She would call me on the phone and get into fights with me and call me every name in the book. And of course, my husband took her side.
What do you want to say to the wives here today?
First of all, that these are all grown men. You raised them. Let them go. Let them be. This one should stand up to his mom. His mom. And, you know,
I just have one thing to say, though, because she sits there and says that I keep him from his family. He's a grown man. I don't say...
Child who's not setting the boundaries. You know, the first couple I see right here with Tammy, I see them as being basically a damage control family. And there's been a lot going down with this family. And what I see is Tammy in the middle of two people that she loves right now. Is hard to say because she's having so much problems with Mom. But, you know, she has these strong connections. And, John, you and your mom, Sharon, you and Tammy's mom are sort of tearing her apart. I mean, you could think of each person playing. Well, I know John's with you now.
I've chose.
Maybe,
this is who I will be with.
Yeah, but you know what?
This is my soulmate. Well, I will not leave him again for her.
Right.
It won't happen.
Yeah, and that's right. And that's right.
Okay, that's right,
Tammy.
What about the rose?
You left
What about the rose?
There
and
was
you're going to
no
sit there and
rose.
lie
She
and say
sent it
you
himself.
didn't
Tammy,
send
you
it.
need some damage
From
control
his
here. You're not going to be able to deal
grandmother's
with all those issues right now. You and John are back together, and you need to work on your relationship.
Well, we've got
and
kids
look, you
to
know
worry
what,
about.
John? You need to see Tammy, her mother, a little bit by the fact that a lot of her good qualities are a result of her mom. So you
Tammy and I
Mom,
used to be a
Mom, you
mother.
need to see John through Tammy's eyes, and you
I
need to see
tried.
the good qualities.
I tried for 6 years.
Well, I would suggest now you need some damage control.